Hey, I'm not expecting anybody to jump on here in the middle of the afternoon, but that's fine. If somebody does, they do. But I think I got something on my face. Anyway, um, the title. I titled this thing. Do you ever talk to God? And if you do, does He answer? And I grew up in an Episcopal church. Went to church every Sunday. I was an acolyte. I was a crucifer, and followed the ways of the Episcopal religion for the most part. And in Sunday school, you taught a lot of different things, and you taught about praying and God and everything that happened. And I'm gonna be honest. And I've said this before, and I know a lot of people get mad at me, and that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. I don't care. I really don't. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. But I truly feel that not all of it, but I truly feel that parts of the Bible are not accurate, and I'm gonna say that because man has hey Gary, because man has the Bible is written by man, and people, the religious people say, well, it's by the breath of God or whatever. I'm gonna tell you, I don't care. I don't care what they think, what they say, whatever. My opinion is my opinion. But whatever man messes with, he contaminates. And I truly believe the Bible's contaminated by man. I think man put a lot of his own beliefs in there uh, to fill in gaps that they didn't understand. But anyway, like I said, that's just my personal opinion on it. I learned. I mean, I realized. I guess I learned. I guess I realized 10 years ago, about 10 years ago, that talking to God, we all talk to God in some way, shape, or form. If you're religious, anyway, whether you're praying or asking for something, or just having a conversation. You feel like you're talking to yourself, but you're talking to God. And and then you'll hear people say, well, do you think God hears you? Well, I think God answers us. I just think we have to look at things. And when I say look at things, look at the meaning of things and why things happen. There's a part of the Bible where two guys had dreams, and they asked what the meanings of the dreams were, and they were told what they're told what the meaning of the dreams meant, and that's what happened to them, and it was actually fulfilled. But I believe God shows us things in different ways. We just have to learn to understand His way of showing us. Monday morning, and this is just a prime example. This Monday morning, I was going to work. I was going to work for the first time. And I was talking to God. When I'm by myself in a car like that, I'll talk to God. Just like I'm talking to y'all now, but by myself, I have a conversation with God. And I don't remember exactly word for word what I had said, but I do remember asking God, look, am I doing? Yep, you're right. But I remember asking Him, God, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? I just remember asking Him, am I doing what I should be doing? And it seemed like no sooner as I asked Him that question, that deer ran right dead out in front of me, and I hit that deer. And the amazing thing was there was no damage other than a bent up tag. And I did find some damage to the light bracket inside, but it's nothing I have to fix right away or anything. And but no body damage, no physical, no bent metal. And I hit that deer doing 50 mile an hour. Every bit of 50 mile an hour. Speed limit was 55 where I hit it at. And I don't know if I killed the deer or not. I don't know. And I apologize. I'm not looking at y'all. I'm looking over here. It's a real rainy, cold day up here on this mountain. So I'm just looking over at nature as I'm talking to you all. I'm looking over in the trees and in the sky. And that was God answering me. Everything's going to be fine. No matter what happens, everything's going to be fine. We're going to have issues. We're going to run into trouble. We're going to run into things, but you're going to be fine no matter what. It's just about having faith. Your faith in Him. And it's just something I've been thinking a lot about, and trying to get context out of that situation. And every time I think about it, I feel the same way. God more or less told me, hey, you're going to run into such stuff in your life, but you know what? You're not going to be hurt. It's not going to hurt you. You're just going to keep on going. And that's what happened. I didn't get hurt. I kept on going. So I think God sends us messages. I just think we have to learn how to read those messages. My name is in the Book of Life several times. Well, yeah, I've heard of the Book of Life and stuff. I don't really know where all that is, but I believe, like I was talking about the Bible, I believe there's a lot of things in the Bible that's real. I believe there's things in the Bible that's real. There's parts that are documented, especially the New Testament, where the apostles and then wrote what they witnessed and interviewed people about what they witnessed with Jesus being crucified and his teachings and all. And and I believe that ought to be true. But there's things in the Bible that I believe man made up just for their own benefit of what they believed, or such as creation and other things, because nobody was there to see the creation. Nobody knows. So I mean, how do you know the world was made in 6 days? It never says God says I've made the world in 6 days. You don't hear much about God until he talks to Moses, or no, Adam and Eve actually. But then again, Adam and Eve didn't document this stuff, so let's talk about documentation. I don't think anything was documented about God himself until Moses. And that's just my opinion. I believe Moses encountered God, or what he thought was God, on the burning bush. And I believe God gave Moses his 10 laws for us to follow. I do believe man added more to those laws as he went on, what we should and shouldn't do. But I think that God created the 10 commandments, and those are the 10 laws we need to follow. So, I mean, like I said, again, this is just my opinion. And I'm sure there'll be a preacher come on and make a video, something disputing me. And I don't care. It is what it is. You got something nice to say about somebody, say. If you got something mean to say about it, I'm sure it's going to be said too. I've been called false teacher and false prophet, and I'm not a prophet. I'm not even a teacher. I'm just sharing what's going on in my life with people. How I feel. But if you're teaching out of a book, and what's in that book isn't accurate, then that makes you a false teacher. So, but like I said again, that's just my opinion. And and it always seems like when I make a video, somebody makes a video not long after. It's the wonderful world of DramaTube. DramaTube. Yeah. But You know, nobody knows my relationship with God but me. Nobody really knows what my purpose is in this world but God, and what He's let me know of it. Uh, I just if I feel something isn't right, I'm going to say what I feel. I'm going to say it's not right, and I don't feel it's right. So that's just the way I am. Who's to say that's not God making me feel it's not right? Same person saying that's the devil making you feel it's not. Well, you don't know. You don't know the devil. The devil made me do it. The devil did this. The devil does that. Everybody's got to blame something. Blame the devil if it's not good, if it's not right. But man does enough of his own damage without needing the devil to step in and help him. Trust me. Let's just be honest. You know what I mean? The devil went behind it all. Man does enough on his own. The devil can just sit back and watch. And I'm not going to make this a long video today. I just feel that for a person to have a relationship with God, you don't have to go to church every Sunday, because there's a lot of hypocrites go to church every Sunday. You don't have to uh, be very public about it. Your relationship with God is just that. It's your relationship with God. You the only one you have to answer to in the end is Him. You know, when we die, and that was another thing I didn't understand was growing up. I always learned that when somebody died, well, they're going to heaven. They're going to heaven. But then you hear, in a way, I feel I learned that when you die, you were dead and at rest until Jesus comes back and makes earth into heaven. So, that was another thing. Do you go to heaven when you die, or do you just rest until it's all done? Jesus comes back and everybody's judged, and then God turns the earth into a heaven. And that was what I was kind of taught. So and I don't know. I don't know. There's different in different religions, there's different stages of heaven, different levels of heaven. That's where you hear that term seventh heaven, because it's seven tiers of heaven, depending on what you do or how you do it. Depends on how far you go up. And I don't know. I don't think I want to burn for the rest of my eternity as a soul. I don't want my soul to burn and suffer for eternity. So as long as I'm on the good part of it, the good side of it, I don't care if I'm on level 1 or level 7. I could care less. I just want to be at least where it's not hot and fire and brimstone. But excuse me. Well, Gary, he may have sent you a sign. You just have to open your eyes and just look at everything. Just look at everything. I mean, anything could be a sign. Anything could be a sign. God has a lot of power to do different things. So, you know, um, yeah, yeah, yeah. And you're not the only one that's seen that, Gary. That's the funny thing. And that's not funny, but that's the thing about it. It's you're not the only one that has seen that and said they've seen it. That's the one thing about it. More than one person has said they've seen that. I don't know. I don't know what's out there. Nobody knows. Nobody can dispute what anybody sees. I can't tell you what you've seen with your own eyes. And I'm not going to call you a liar because I didn't see it. Doesn't mean it didn't happen. That's for sure. But I do feel that we need to at least have a personal relationship. Like I said, if you don't go to church every Sunday, no big deal. If you want to go to church every Sunday, go to church every Sunday. You know, If you don't feel comfortable going to church or can't go to church, don't feel that you're going to suffer because you don't or because you can. That's not how it works. You're gonna have your relationship with God is between you and Him, and He knows your situation. He knows what everything. He knows what all's going on. Okay, I froze up and got kicked out. There we go. Eh, There we go. All right, I'm done. I'm back. I'm done. That's God telling me to get the heck off of here. I've said enough. I don't know why I keep, like I said, I keep freezing up. But anyway, keep your relationship with God personal. Make sure that you talk to Him and just look for the signs He sends you. That's the important thing. Look for the signs He sends you. With that, I bid y'all a good day, and I love each and every one of you. Talk to y'all later. See ya.